Hello, everybody. Welcome back to the Two Idiots in a Movie podcast, episode 35. I'm your host, Chris, and here with me always is my co-host, Matt.
What's up, everyone? We are reviewing Logan Lucky.
Yep. Matt,
Now,
why don't you tell us about the movie?
Tell us the story.
All right. So, the premise of the movie basically is some good old boys from up there in West Virginia come down to North Carolina to rob Charlotte Motor Speedway. Yep. That's all you need to know about the movie.
Pretty much, yes.
Yeah.
Everyone should watch this movie.
100%.
It is great.
It has Channing Tatum in it, Adam Driver, Katie Holmes,
McFarlane,
Daniel Craig,
Sebastian Stan.
Yeah. Just that cast right there should be enough to convince you should go watch this movie. But this movie is great.
It's amazing.
It's hilarious. It is really good.
The two people who really stole the show for me was the Daniel Craig's brothers.
Daniel Craig's brothers,
Yeah.
really?
Yeah.
My favorite character was Daniel Craig,
Yeah,
but Daniel Craig's
Craig
brothers,
and Adam Driver are great, but
Yeah.
brothers, every time they were on screen, I was laughing.
yeah, they are
They were
hilarious.
so dumb.
They are. They're idiots.
These West Virginia idiots.
Ha 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 ha. West Virginia idiots. So, yeah, this movie was a great movie in general. One of my favorite parts was the breakout scene of the prison.
Oh yeah.
That was good. So, let's run through the movie. So, we start the movie with Channing Tatum's character
Getting laid off
at
his construction job at
Charlotte Motor Speedway. And he goes back up to West Virginia from down in North Carolina. And he goes to see his brother at the bar he works at. His
brother is missing a hand.
Yeah.
Darth Vader, Luke Skywalker style.
Yep. And they get into this argument with some NASCAR guy. I forget his name. Played by Seth MacFarlane.
Yeah.
And Seth MacFarlane does great in his role. I think he's hilarious. But they get into a fight, and they basically set his car on fire with a Molotov cocktail, which is hilarious. And then Channing Tatum says something. I forget what he says to his brother, but it's their code for they want to do something illegal, and Channing Tatum character needs his help.
Yeah.
And I think it's what are their names? It's Clyde and Jimmy. Clyde is Kylo Ren's name, and Jimmy is Channing Tatum.
I keep thinking about Java driving his car through the gas station.
Yeah, that was a good scene too.
It's just his non-reaction.
Yeah, he just gets out and he's like,
"Hello there."
Hello. Anyways, so Jimmy explains to Clyde that he wants to rob Charlotte Motor Speedway by stealing the cash out of the tubes they use to send it to the vault. And they're like, okay, well, we're going to need some help. So they enlist the help of local heist legend, Joe Bang.
Joe Bang.
And they have to but Joe Bang's in prison.
Yes, they have to break him out. So
they go in there, they tell him the plan, and Joe Bang's like, well, I will need my brothers to help and get a bigger cut than anyone else. They're like, well, shit, I guess we have no choice. So they do that. So they get all their shit situated for the heist, and then heist day comes. Oh, first, they have to figure out how they're going to get Joe Bang out of prison. So they get Clyde sent to prison for driving the car through the front of a gas station.
through a gas station.
Yeah. So, the day of the heist comes. They start a riot. They break Joe Bang and Clyde out of prison.
Without anyone noticing.
They do they do the heist, and then they get them back in prison without anyone noticing. And that's pretty much the entire movie.
Yeah.
But this movie is hilarious.
Yes, it's
throughout.
Hilarious. What do you think of the heist itself?
The heist itself.
Do you think it makes sense, or is it, because someone actually do it?
I think they set it up in a way that it makes sense enough.
Yeah, it makes sense enough for this movie and for what it's trying to go for. And
these good old boys from West Virginia, they're actually pretty. One of them's actually pretty smart. Jimmy's.
That's shocking. West Virginia people aren't that very smart.
Yeah, sure.
Yeah, you see, you're shaking your head. Right?
No, I'm not shaking my head. I'm about to flip this table on top of you. Anyways, but these good old boys from West Virginia, they're pretty smart to pull off this little heist.
Yeah.
But the heist was believable enough that it could happen. But it still there's still a couple things that's pretty hard to believe.
Like how Charlotte Motorsphere was just dump all their cash in one bucket.
Yeah, that I don't know if that's actually true, but I highly doubt it.
I mean, it is if it is what they do.
They're pretty stupid.
I know what I'm doing that weekend.
Yeah, this movie is a heist movie and a prison breakout movie all in one.
Yeah, all in one. And they do both of them pretty good.
Yeah.
Very well.
The way they get out of prison I thought was pretty good too.
Yeah.
Something else I like in the movie was they do a good job of setting up little things earlier in the movie that pay off in the end.
Yeah. Definitely.
So like the one that I think of mostly when thinking about that is they say how the water is contaminated earlier in the movie. And later in the movie, Daniel Craig's character drinks that water, so he gets sick, so he gets sent to the infirmary. So that because that's that's how they're getting out of prison, is through that way. So I thought that was nice that they took the time to set up these little things throughout the movie, and then when it comes to the heist and the explanation even later, that they set those things up for a reason.
Yeah.
So I liked that about the movie. Oh, that was real nice.
The only part of this movie I didn't like,
it
kind of sucked the air out of me, was the end.
The end?
Yeah, with what was she? The FBI agent?
Yeah.
Hilary Swank. She is not a good actress, man.
Nah, I didn't really like her that much either.
She doesn't have much to do or many lines, but every time she spoke, it felt off.
Yeah.
It didn't feel like a movie. She was just, I don't know, it's not good.
I get what you're saying. It did feel a little bit off to me too.
But I feel like that's the only big critique I have for this movie.
Yeah. But besides that, this is a great movie.
Yeah, great movie. What do you think of the Daniel Craig chemical bomb they made with gummy bears? And what was it? Gummy bears of air and something else. Salt.
That was fucking hilarious.
The first time they did it, you think, oh wait.
Yeah, like I said, Daniel Craig is.
He should be in more things. That's not James Bond.
He's great in. I think we talked about this a little bit before we started recording, but I think he is great in those roles that he is unintentionally funny, just like Detective Bel-Air Blanc or whatever from Knives Out that we reviewed already. But you should go listen to that episode too.
If you want.
Yeah, but he needs to be in more than just James Bond.
Yeah, clearly.
More movies like this and Knives Out, he would be great in.
Have you ever seen Layer Cake?
Layer Cake?
Yeah.
No.
That's like the first movie he did before James Bond.
Mm-hmm.
That movie's great. He's
really
great in it. It's kind of like a drug heist movie.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, everyone should watch that. I think it's on Netflix.
All right, I'll have to give it a watch then.
Yeah, but he should be in more things. He clearly hates doing James Bond now, so just give that up and just do movies that you actually want to do.
Yeah, No Time to Die needs to be his last James Bond movie.
And I think it will be.
Hopefully.
Because his contract runs out after that. So.
Yeah, so good. 5 movies and done. That's good. That's all we need. Time to choose a new James Bond. But, nah, overall...
Who do you want to be the next James Bond?
I don't know, man. I really don't.
You know who I want just to piss off people?
What?
Piss off the internet people?
Who?
Brie Larson.
That would piss off the internet
That
people.
would piss off so many people.
I think Sebastian Stan wouldn't be a bad James Bond. Huh?
He's not English, is he?
Who cares? Fuck you.
I mean, you're gonna piss off a lot of people.
I don't give a shit. That's just the first one that popped in my head I was thinking about. I don't think he'd be that bad of a James Bond. Maybe. I don't know. It's hard to tell who will be the next James Bond. Oh. I know. Idris Elba.
Oh, yeah.
I think, yeah.
Him
that
or,
the rumors about him.
Him or Emily Blunt.
Oh, Tom Hardy.
Yeah, Tom Hardy.
Tom Hardy would be good.
Tom Hardy would be like the James Bond. He would beat the shit out of
Yeah.
in a tunnel.
Yeah.
And then just drink a cocktail. Oh, not a cocktail. It's just a hard liquor.
Yeah. Well, we're getting off on a tangent about who we want
James Bond.
next James Bonds to be.
Logan Lucky, maybe.
All right. You got any trivia for us, Matt?
Yeah, I got one piece of trivia.
All right.
The Logan Lucky's sister in it, the one that does the makeup and stuff and the hairstylist.
Yeah.
The actor who played her is Elvis Presley's granddaughter in real life.
That's what I thought. I thought I read something about that somewhere.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Yeah, I didn't know Elvis Presley had a granddaughter.
Interesting.
I didn't know he had kids before he died on a toilet.
Oh, God. Yeah. All right. Well, that's cool. Got anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, let's get to our ratings. Matt, what you got?
I gotta give this an 8 out of 10.
I'm right there with you. 8 out of 10.
Right, of course you are.
I think it's a great movie all around. I think everyone needs to go watch this movie if you haven't watched it.
It's on Amazon Prime.
Yeah, you will have a good time with this movie if you watch it. All right. You got anything else?
No, that's it.
All right. Well, I think that's it for us today. Sorry for the shorter episode. We hope you enjoyed listening to us talk about Logan Lucky. We put out new episodes every Tuesday, Thursday, and Sunday now for the foreseeable future. You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, subscribe to us on YouTube, and we'll see you next time when we talk about Terminator Salvation.